Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your horoscope. This is a weekly horoscope for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So it looks like you're using your intuition and turning down an offer. Two more cards, angels, please. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. I'm going to take those two right there. Eight of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Empress reversed. Well. Who is that? Okay. Let me straighten them up a little bit because I can't think if my cards aren't straight. Helps me focus. Let's see what we got going on, Gemini. Underneath the Empress, we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. I'm not putting any more effort into this situation. Okay, Gemini. So the first card that you have for your past is the Death card, sign of Scorpio. So you've already ended something. It's over, the end, big changes, I'm transforming into something else. This could have been sudden and unexpected for someone else. It can represent divorce, it can represent the end of a job, it can also represent someone just moving to another home. It's letting go of the past and just moving on to something else. I do feel like this was a relationship here. This could have been a friend or just someone of the same sex. It doesn't necessarily have to be a friend, but I'm getting the overall feeling that this person did something to you. There was some type of deception here. The next card that we have is the Temperance card in reverse, sign of Sagittarius. So that's my, this relationship is like oil and water. It just doesn't mix. We're not getting along, it's unbalanced. It can represent an argument. If that was the case with this moon being here, something came to light in this argument that made you decide to end this situation. I do feel like with the Eight of Pentacles and this bag card that this is work related for someone. There is also here someone who is putting in a lot of effort into this relationship and the other person isn't giving anything. I'm even feeling a sense of laziness. They don't have a job, they don't contribute to the household. Somebody's tired of it. There's just no chemistry here. We're not getting along regardless of what the situation was. I don't want to work it out. It's over. I'm done. The Moon card in reverse, Cancer and Pisces energy. There's no fear here. You have seen the light. I'm not confused. I'm seeing clearly. I know exactly what I want to do. It does represent a secret coming out, which once again, I feel like there was something here about this Empress being your overall energy in reverse. I feel like she did something to you to make you not want to invest any more time or effort into her. She could be, that is my ex-wife, my mother-in-law, my bitchy boss. It is a superior woman who is jealous of you, Gemini. They want to try and work on this relationship with you. I don't know if this is resonating with you or not, but I don't feel like you want to put any effort into this at all. I am done. You did me wrong enough times. I don't want to work it out. I'm not going to compromise. Even the Five of Swords to me in reverse can be making someone feel sorry for what they did or getting revenge. So it's almost like, and they're looking at the Eight of Pentacles. So someone is going to get revenge by putting their efforts elsewhere and working really hard on something else. With this Moon card in reverse and this High Priestess in the upright position, somebody is not confused at all about what they're going to do. And there's not going to be anything that anyone can say to talk them out of it. There was either a lie that was exposed here. This is like the truth comes out to me. You're seeing this person's true colors. Like the universe is shining a light on them. The High Priestess, sign of Pisces, the first card for your present. Following your instincts, going with your gut. She's looking right at that Death card. Someone is listening to the universe here. Trusting yourself, trusting your feelings. Knowing that you're going to be just fine, Gemini. I also feel like you could be being a little bit secretive about your future plans, because that's keeping very quiet to me. So you may choose to just tell this person, you know, what it is that they need to know. And that's it. No more. Because you don't want to play games anymore. Five of Swords in reverse, sign of Aquarius. This is, did I say that that was Pisces? Anyway, you don't want to play no more games. This person was playing games with you. You could have even been promised, or, you know, I'm feeling like some type of promotion or something here. Something that you didn't get. Something that didn't turn out as expected. Something that made you not want to invest any more time into this relationship. I just heard spiteful. If you know who I'm talking about, just be careful of this person, because there's a lot of jealous energy here. They are not happy that you're going on to bigger and better things. And all you're here over is like just worried about your family, taking care of your family, doing the right thing. I feel like they want to compromise with you. They want to talk to you. Oh, I'm sorry for what I did. Can't we just let the bygones be bygones? Can't we put that behind us? But with the Five of Swords being in reverse, that's losers. Everybody is a loser here. They're losing a good friend. You're losing a good friend. They're losing a good employee. You're losing a good job. It's just time for something to end. And I feel like you don't even want to hear what they have to say. You don't even want their apology. Turning your back on the memories. You did have a lot of good memories with this person. You've been with this person or this situation for a long time, Six of Cups. But clearly somebody is rejecting this apology here. I don't even want to hear it. Don't even want to hear what you have to say. You should have never did that in the first place. You shouldn't have treated me like that. The feelings are not reciprocated here. This person doesn't have your best interest at heart. They are selfish and insecure and only thinking of their self. You just don't want to be part of this drama anymore. The same thing just keeps happening over and over. Knight of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. That's what knights do when they're in reverse. They just go in circles. This hand card, a couple things I'm seeing with that. First of all, every time I get this card, I always feel like somebody's saying, wait. And they're holding up their hand like, can we talk about this? Blah, blah, blah. And I feel like when it says in need of help, assistance, and guidance, that makes me feel like you're questioning the fact that you're doing the right thing. Should I cut this person off? Should I give them a chance? Should I talk to them? Should I accept their apology? But what I also got from that card was, that's where I came up with the laziness, because if you're leaving a job or even a relationship where somebody is just not doing anything, just not bringing anything to the table, you're in need of help. And they should have started helping you a long time ago instead of starting now, after you've decided to leave. The Four of Cups, sign of Cancer, is my pour it on thick. Once again, also represents rejection. I don't want your offer. I'm not interested. I'm sad. I want something more. I'm done. You're going to leave them out in the cold, Five of Pentacles. You're just going to abandon them and never speak to them again. The Five of Pentacles can also represent job loss, which is why I feel like somebody is leaving an employer that they've been with for a long time because they were mistreated. You weren't getting a promotion. You weren't getting paid enough for all the work that you were doing. And you certainly didn't get any help. Now all of a sudden they want to step up and they want to offer you more money, a raise, a promotion. They want to help you out. They want to participate. But it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. 3 times. You do have 5, 5, and temperance breaks down to a 5 also. You have 3 5s in your reading. That's a tower. That means change is here, change is happening, change is on the horizon. It's just time to end this relationship. You weren't being noticed for all of your hard work and effort. So 8 of Pentacles, sign of Virgo, is facing the future. I always look at what the 8 of Pentacles is working on. He's working on the future. You could be learning a new skill, but whatever it is you're working on, you're determined to make it a success. This could be something that someone is doing with their hands. I just see a lot of people here in these cards, like holding stuff in their hands. Even these children here are playing with stuff, This guy's holding a hat. I mean, working with your hands could be anything. You could be making something. That's what he's doing in the 8 of Pentacles. He's making the perfect queen. And focusing on their family. I mean, this is plain and simple right here. Working on my family. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So maybe this job was making you like angry and irritable, and you were being nasty to your family, you know, just because you came home and you were in a bad mood all the time. And now you want to go to a happier place. Somebody's new job could even be something where you're giving back. Maybe realizing that you want to work with like sick people or old people, or even take care of children, needy children. Working for like even like Goodwill, or I'm feeling like here like somebody wants to work on giving back to the community, if you can understand where I'm going with this. Because you're not feeling fulfilled where you are. You're sad. You want something more. You're bored. It's repetitive. I want to do something that's going to bring me joy, bring me happiness. I feel like you just like to give to people. You just want to give love and not expect anything in return. But if they want you to come back to the past, if the Knight of Cups is, you know, he has his back to the past. He's moving into the light. So I don't feel you're going to work it out with this person. I don't feel like you're going to return to this person. If this was a friendship, it's just over. If this was a job, it's just over. Somebody just wants to move on to bigger and better things. All right, let's pull a couple of advice cards for you. Angels, hold on, angels. That was a whole chunk of cards. Angels, divine spirits, and guides, can we have advice, please, for the zodiac sign of Gemini? What does Gemini need to know? What advice do they need to follow for this reading on the table? I feel like somebody's really sad here. I thought I had one. Lost it. How many is that? 3? That's a lot. All right, we'll take them. We will take them. Let's put that there. Let's put them on the bottom of the deck and read them one at a time. All right. 2 of Abundance. Life may be feeling a little out of balance right now. You could be working multiple jobs or trying to make a change to your dream career. It's important to keep things light and stay in touch with your inner child. Make your work as playful as possible. Multitasking with a positive attitude brings you success. So yeah, I did see that. I did see that you were feeling out of balance in the relationship that you were in, which is why you want to put your efforts elsewhere. If you were working at this job and also working on your dream career on the side, that's what could have caused you to be out of balance. Maybe somebody here is ready to leave their everyday job and start focusing solely on their business. But stay in touch with your inner child. 6 of Cups. Keep it light. Keep it playful. 3 of action. Things are working out beautifully now that your ships have come in. It's time to decide what your next big project will be. You may choose to continue to build upon your success or move on to something entirely different. Be willing to travel if necessary. So what is your next big project going to be, Gemini? Are you going to continue to build upon what you've already started or move on to something entirely different? Who knows? Maybe you're going to do something entirely different that involves travel. All right, let's see one more. And there's the Emperor. I knew somebody was starting their own business here. That's my being my own boss card. Taking back your power, being in control of your life, accomplishing your goals. Your plans are on target and everything will flow more smoothly if you add a little organization and discipline to your methods. The key to your success is to allow your creativity to be gently guided by logic. Be open to asking for help from someone very intellectual or seek out a mentor. So I'm feeling be logical. You're going to have to discipline yourself and be organized. Maybe that might be a challenge for some of you. If you're married, you may be going into business with a spouse. It doesn't even have to be married, just having someone significant in your life. You may need this person to help you out. And the last card, Strength card, sign of Leo. You have great courage and kindness. You may not realize how strong and powerful you are, but there's no problem you can't solve. The compassion you so freely give to others must also be given to yourself. Stand strong in your convictions if the right answer to tell someone is no. And I was getting that all through the reading. Stay strong, tell them no, follow your intuition, use your courage, take back your power. You are going to be fine, Gemini. I am going to leave that there. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon.